I'm Rachel, and I'm going to be giving you the message for all ages this morning. I'm so glad to be with you this morning. Whether you're in the pews with us at East End or if you're virtually with us, I'm so excited to hold space with you. It feels good to be with other people who love us, right? It feels good to be reminded that we're loved. And that's exactly what I want to talk about today. About how important it is that we share love with each other, but also how important it is that we share love with ourselves. Have you ever thought about that before? How we tell each other that we love each other? How we tell maybe our friends or our family members or folks who care for us, I love you, and how good it probably feels for them to receive that. Have you ever thought about telling yourself that you love you? That's what I want to ask us to do this morning. This is something that you can do maybe when you're feeling sad or when you're feeling like, I really wish someone would tell me that they love me this morning, or I really wish I could get a hug or an embrace. So this is something you can do when you wake up in the morning or maybe in the middle of the day. Maybe you're at school and something's happened and you can't quite reach somebody, or maybe you're on the playground and you skint your knee and you need a little bit of a love moment. So this is something I'm going to invite you to do with me this morning. And there's a couple of ways that we can do it. So whether you're sitting in the pew, whether you're at home, here's 2 ways that we can do this. It's a practice that you can do to love yourself in a moment when you really need to feel it. So you're going to give yourself a hug. And that could be with your arms, or it could just be you closing your eyes and imagining yourself giving a hug. It could be either of those things. So I'm going to invite you, if you feel comfortable, to close your eyes, imagine giving yourself a hug, or actually do it if you're able. Give yourself a hug like this, or maybe it needs to be extra tight this morning. That's okay. It's your hug that you're giving yourself. Wrap your arms around, and then when you take a breath in, I want you to think about this. I want you to say to yourself, I love you. Just say it to yourself when you breathe in. I love you. And when you breathe out, maybe think about these sad feelings or maybe the negative things that you might have heard in the day, and just breathe them out. So you breathe in, you'll go, I love you. And breathe out the bad thoughts, the negative thoughts, the things that might be holding you down. It's so important that we remind ourselves daily that we're loved too. That while we offer to everyone else love and care, that we don't forget to do it for ourselves too. So when you start to feel blue or maybe a little sad, I want to invite you to do this practice, to think about the hug or to give yourself a hug, and remind yourself that you are so loved, that God loves you, that we love you, and that you are a part of the world that makes it joyful. Sending all my love to you all. Have a wonderful week.